Welcome back to the channel. A little something different today. I wasn't going to do a video on this, but after reading the reviews and stuff on Amazon about the assembly of it and people complaining and saying how difficult it was to assemble and the instructions weren't very good, I thought I would record the assembly and I'll give you guys my honest opinion on how that works out. There are quite a few pieces that come with it, so I will show you guys that. And I will also put the link in the description below for the unit that we got. It's actually for my grandson and it's for Christmas. So my thought was I wasn't going to put it together, but then when I read the reviews and people complaining how hard it was to put together, I think I'm going to try it. And we'll make a video and hopefully it helps somebody. So yeah, let's get started, I guess. Alright, I want to start by apologizing. The heater in the back's a little loud. So here's all the parts that we got in this box. It was packaged okay. There was like zero foam, zero packaging, zero protective packaging in those means. But luckily, so far everything appears to have arrived in one piece. Nothing broken. I'll definitely say that you know, for a box this large, some foam would have been a really nice touch, for sure. My first impressions of the quality for what we paid for it, it's pretty amazing. Here are the lights, plastics. It is nice and shiny. It has some really cool little features. It's got the door that opens up. We're gonna open it up here. It does have a light up dash, some start, there's some functions, forward, backwards. There's the control unit inside. Looks like we got the receiver. And we got a couple of batteries there. So anyway, let's take it apart. Sorry, not take it apart, but let's get everything unpacked. And we will start assembly of this Jeep. Well, I think this is going to be pretty easy. And packaged everything, you saw that part. I don't know. Got everything out, lay it out on the floor, let's get started, I suppose. tip in terms of the tightness that you tighten the wheels. We just got to make sure that the nuts, when you're tightening the wheels, is that you're not binding them or jamming them. So don't forget, these are self-locking nuts, so even if they're not tied up against the wheel, they will still hold the wheel on. So we have that for the fronts. Notice how smoothly they turn. And then we have the same for the back over here, as you can see, this one right here. See, we got some nice play back and forth, and they're inside of the gearbox already, so this one as well. You guys can see that over there. See if I can swing that over for you. There you go. Nice. See, I got some play in that one, and then I got some play in this one as well. They're not tight. That way there we don't overload the motors and, you know, break the transmissions and or reduce the battery expectancy of the unit, because you know, you want your child to be able to drive around for a little bit on it. So there you go. There's a little tip. Let's keep rolling. Get it? Rolling. Get it? Rolling. I'm funny. This is pretty simple. This is the steering column. Now we have the remote control unit, so we're going to be using this guy right here, facing upwards, and it's going to connect into up here. We're going to find the washers that we need and the cotter pin inside of the bag that came with the little center caps for the wheels. So we'll start with that. So we're going to start by inserting this guy here. Now it goes into this, the hook end goes through here. So it's pretty simple, goes in between. We're going to put this guy on the other side. Alright, can you guys see that? Alright, so that'll be easy. Stick that in there like that. And then we just slowly work this inwards. And we're making sure that the hook end here ends up in this slotted end right here. So sometimes to do that, you're gonna have to go up to the top. You're gonna have to make sure that it's angled correctly up on the top. And you just push, and that's it. So that's in. Now we're gonna use the screw and the lock nut that came with the coupler up on the top. Guys, is pretty easy. There's just one bolt through it. Just slip it on here, aligned it, and looks like we got steering now. Alright guys, so now we're going to take the motors. So here are the units that we put into the back of the Jeep. And those are going to plug into these units right here. A little hard doing it in one hand, but it actually snaps in, so that's a good thing. This is the fuse unit. Now we're going to take the opposite side, and we're going to plug that one in as well. Pardon my hands. Alright, this one's a little bit more difficult. Hang on a sec. Oh, so much better. Alright, so now we're going to take the opposite side and plug that one in together as well. There we go. Tuck all these guys underneath, nice and safe. Now, if it's not apparent to you, I'm telling you guys right now, this is 100% not waterproof. I'm talking wet grass, I'm talking puddles, rain. There is absolutely nothing in here that is sealed. So my suggestion is dry days, dry grass, stay out of the water. Tech tip of the day.
So you guys probably noticed you got these as well. These go over top of the motor and they fasten to the bottom of the unit. It does one of two things. I'm suspecting it protects the wires that are in here from any heat touching the top of the motor casing. And number two, maybe prevents you from touching it. I don't think it does anything to retain the motors, but we're going to put them in. Guys, so the seat actually bolts down with these threaded screws, and there are some insert nuts that are already in here. So there you have it, guys. Wasn't that complicated. Reading the instructions was fairly simple. I'm really not sure where a lot of people are having issues. Assembling the rear drive was very easy, very self-explanatory. Possibly the most difficult thing to understand in the actual instruction sheet may have been the steering column and how that little bent piece at the bottom goes. But no, this thing's pretty cool. It appears to be well built for under $300. You can't complain. So yeah. Christmas gift for our grandson. I'm going to bring this in the house so it doesn't get too dirty. And we'll store it until Christmas time, and we'll give it to him at Christmas, and then we can control it. Really cool feature this thing has. I'll show you guys right here. So we have this little storage box at the rear of the Jeep. So we have in here the charger. And then we also have a remote control. Now this thing enables us to control the vehicle until he understands or she understands how to actually drive it. So yeah, this thing here will control that thing there. And it's got that cool little storage box, like I said, at the back. So I'm getting pretty excited just talking about it to give it to him. So hopefully I can wait till Christmas. I don't know if I can wait till Christmas. Alright guys, I thought I'd do something a little different, and we did it. So here's our little Jeep. So thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. And you know, if you like the videos, go ahead and subscribe, tell a friend, like it, and just always remember that if I can do it, you can do it too. Talk to you next time.